the flavors would compete a little bit. So next is a loin of lamb, very, very easy to prepare. This is a rack of lamb. You can always find this at Costco. Usually they'll have a rack of lamb for about $11, $12, and that'll serve 2 people.
Okay.
Now the loin is this strip of meat that runs alongside the bottom of the rack, and what I've done is I kind of did it ahead of time, but you just run your knife alongside the bone there, and then that brings that loin right off the rack.
Oh, okay. So you don't need to deal with the rack itself and the fat there? And,
not at
okay.
all. You do want to trim off some of the fat that's left, but that's just basically like a pork tenderloin.
Okay.
And then I've got a little olive oil, and really it's very simple to cook lamb. You want to cook it only to about medium rare. So I'm going to sprinkle it with a bit of salt, kosher salt, a little bit of pepper, and then it just goes into a hot pan.
Oh, okay.
And when we sear it, we're just trying to seal in those juices.
So you want a fairly hot pan then?
Fairly hot pan, about 2 to 3 minutes per side, gets a little color. Then it goes in a 400-degree oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay. And that's it.
Oh, that's wonderful. And then we'd serve a little of our compote.
We serve a little compote. We're going to cut the lamb into medallions. And after I bring the lamb out of the oven, I then sprinkle it with fresh herbs. Most chefs...
And why not put them on ahead of time?
Most chefs will do that, but I don't like to do that because I think they burn. And burned rosemary and sage, they're kind of strong flavors anyway. And if they burn, they get a little acrid tasting. So I actually chop the herbs fresh and use them raw. So after I bring it out of the oven, I sprinkle it with those fresh herbs.
Oh, that's a great tip. And then you don't get that burn flavor.
Right, that burn flavor.
Well, we're going to let this lamb continue to cook. And by the way, David's recipes can be found on our website at KXLY.com. Just click on recipes and they'll be featured there at the top of the page. And we'll come back and try some of this wonderful dessert in just a moment. And coming up in our next hour, well, we've got the main dish. We're going to have a little dessert of ourselves. We're going to make some truffles in the next hour with
You should be here because we got the food groups here. We've got our meat, our rice, and our vegetables. Here's the big finish right now on the lamb.
This is the Huckleberry
Compote.
David Ross's recipe, again, at our website at KXLY.com. Rick's going to try it. Rick loves lamb, so I'll let him.
It's one of my favorite things.
Be the connoisseur here.
It really is.
That is just gorgeous. What a beautiful presentation. Oh, now see, those are coveted.
Look what I did there.
You can't be
50
dripping.
cents
Yeah,
right
we're going to charge you for that
Oh,
right
David,
there.
that's good. I mean, I'm used to mint sauce on lamb. This is fantastic.
Great, thank you.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Okay, get your hands on some huckleberries and try this wonderful recipe.
The Seattle Mariners went extra innings last night in Detroit, and we've got the highlights. And into the kitchen now this morning, Teresa, with one of our favorite cooking guests and some fresh strawberries.
Fresh strawberries, and they have been so good this year. David Ross, one of our favorite chefs.